Like talking about Christmas traditions now. I mean, we really do kind of the same thing every year.
Well, that's why it's a tradition.
And is it kind of overrated and over with? There's five here. Number five, Christmas movies. Are you over Christmas movies?
I like Christmas movies because they're only out the once a year. But it comes down to what you like.
Yeah.
Like you can watch that Christmas Story marathon all day,
Oh,
walk
yeah.
in and out of the room and pick right up where you left off. You love it. But then there's other movies. If you saw it on the TV, you're like, I am not watching that.
41% say they need to watch Christmas movies this time of year. 41. How about Christmas music? Do you love Christmas music?
I do, but I will say by like the 26th, 27th,
Yeah.
I am ready to turn the page.
41% say, yeah, it's great. How about Christmas presents? Do you have to open them all on Christmas Day? And none any other time? No Christmas Eve, got to be Christmas Day, and that's it.
No.
Okay. 41%, they're hardcore about that. It's only on Christmas Day.
Yeah, see, I like one on Christmas Eve. Just one little one.
Okay.
You know, that's me. That's, you know.
How
I
about,
didn't do that when I was a kid, but I do that for my kids.
how about snow?
I love snow.
Okay.
I'm from a mountain state. I prefer snow on Christmas and Christmas Eve, like when the lights
Yeah.
are all lit up and you look out the window and like you're sitting there with the living room lights dim so that the music is playing, or you're watching that Christmas movie with the kids and the lights are on the tree and outside. I like it. It sets the ambient tone. Plus the snow against the lights, it makes it prettier.
42% say they love snow. And lastly, the Secret Santa. Are you still happy and excited about the whole Secret Santa thing with friends and coworkers?
It depends, because I have been in environments with work and friends where it's fun and it's fabulous. But then I have been in other situations where it is actually very awkward, very uncomfortable. I actually set one up when I worked in Georgia years ago, and there was one guy who was vehemently against it because he'd had such a horrific experience when they had done it like 3 years before. He like embarrassed by the gift that was given to him, that he didn't want to do it. And somehow, by the grace of goodness, when the hat went around, I actually pulled his name. Was not intentional, wasn't rigged. But then after that, he's like, oh, that was so much more fun. He said, I literally have been sweating worrying about this. So yeah, I think it comes down to who your gifter was, as to, or whose name you draw. If you draw your boss's name and you hate him,
right? It's difficult because you don't know everybody that well to know what they may need or want, and you hate to get like a gag thing that's going to throw away anyway. I mean, you really intend on getting something that they'll be able to use at some point. You really
want
do.
them to like it and enjoy it and use it. I mean, that's. Like if you're spending your money on it, you want it to be something that they
don't want to
enjoy.
go in the trash.
Yeah.
54% say they're really happy about Secret Santa still. That's it.
But again, it comes down to who you work with or your friend group. Because some friend groups do it too, where everybody puts a name in a hat in a friend group. Some families do that. Then they don't do presents for everybody, but you do it. My family used to do that because my father was one of 7 kids. So instead of trying to buy one for every kid, you drew a name. It comes down to who it is.
Right.
I really, truly, and who got your name, because that can really set the tone.
Get more info on Christmas traditions and which ones we think are overrated right now. Yes FM Facebook, Exit 967, Yes FM, and the Mercy in the Morning page at yesfm.com.